30 trips around the Berg, because this is what you saved your lunch money for. Field off into turns 1 and 2. Cummins had a run, but Grant going to have the advantage onto the back straightaway. They will fly the front end as they work into turns 3 and 4. Grant around the bottom of the NOS Energy Top Industries. Number 4 going to come around to lead lap number 1. Cummins running in second. Boy, Seavey finding that lineup on the high side, and he is working it. Is back up into second. Rolls the Avanti windows of doors number 3P. Kyle Cummins back up into second. Had fallen back to fourth. Justin Grant might have some unwanted guests here. As they work onto the back straightaway, he's going to go back to the high side. Grant going to enter to the middle into turn number 3. Brings the car wide at the exit to number 4. Tries to block the charge of the 3. Here comes Cummins. Looks to the inside into turns 1 and 2. Contact over the front of the 4. Red light's going to come on. Cummins upside down. Another driver coming in late and getting upside down. Red light's on. Battling for the lead, and it all comes undone. So your Indiana Sprint Week points leader upside down over in turns 1 and 2. Kyle Shipley, I believe the other driver, upside down. Theo going to dash off into turns 1 and 2. Brady Bacon immediately down to the hub of the speedway looking for the second spot as they bolt onto the back straightaway side by side with the 39. Danner continues to work low on the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. Up across the racing surface. He will split between the 39 and the 57. Seavey able to capitalize. Battle for the lead. Here comes Danner in 39. Briggs Danner takes over the top spot of the back straightway. C.J. Leary making up a little bit of ground that time. Brings it to 1.258 seconds on your leader. Danner now having to contend with the slower car. Works by the 26. A chance. Crum behind him. Slide job for second. Here comes the 57. He's got it. Leary back to third. Seavey up into second. 1.169 seconds trailing. Clean racetrack between himself and your leader. Your leader has to contend with slower cars. High side of the racetrack, clear and green. The 4, Justin Grant, who led the opening 5 laps, will now go a lap down to your leader. Close it down to less than 7/10 of a second. Up on Amantia, has to hit the binders. Amantia to the outside. The bottom side is open. Here comes the 57 for the race lead. He's got it off of turn number 4. Logan Seavey leads at the Berg. Logan Seavey takes over the top spot with 15 laps in the books. Halfway in, halfway to go. Danner trying to turn it back to his inside off of turn number 2. Could not get there quick enough. Now going to lose a couple of car lengths. They work down the front straightaway. Coming up on more traffic. Briggs Danner traffic. Holding him up, and that opened the door for the 57 to close in. Now traffic going to pay him back. He's going to work to the inside. Slide job with traffic on your leader. Seavey back to his inside. At the line, it's going to be Danner back to the top spot. Briggs Danner back into the race lead. Rolls through the middle groove into 1. Brings it wide at the exit to number 2. Seavey not enough grip to try to get back by him. Comes up on the 47 of Charles Davis Jr. Waits for him to clear. Goes to the high side. Grabs the cushion as caution light's going to come on. And problems. Your leader has just peeled off into the infield. An absolute game changer and heartbreak for the Allentown, Pennsylvania driver. And Seavey going to be the recipient this time. The 57 off at turn number 4 as we go back to green. Brady Bacon again down to the hub on the restart. Looks for second. Has to wait on the car. Boy, backed it up the racetrack. And Robert Ballou going to try to capitalize on that. The 12 going to work to the inside. Works up the racetrack. Has a position. Seavey going to come around to lead the way. Leary running in second. Battle for third. Brady Bacon has it over Robert Ballou that time. Up onto the cushion. Ballou has to back out of the throttle a little bit. Behind him, you've got the 21 AZ of Pursley in the mix as well. Here comes Ballou with a slide through turns 3 and 4. Bacon going to try to turn down the racetrack. Kevin Thomas Jr. right there as well. 2.595 seconds between your top 2 drivers with 6 laps to go. Traffic last time. A big game changer in this one. And now the red light's going to come on. Driver upside down. Cale Drake upside down over in turn number 2. Red lights on once again. It must end green, white, checkered. Can Seavey hold on? Past the NOS Energy start, can we go? Brings into a topside restart, sets her up to the cushion over in turns 1 and 2. Here comes Pursley trying to make it 3 wide for second. Leary going to bolt by on the outside. Holds on to the runner-up spot. Bacon running in third. Ballou running in fourth. Now Pursley trying to stay up in the top 5. Ricky Lewis going to seek to his inside. Slides it across the racetrack as we come to the white flag and 1 to go. Logan Seavey onto the back straightaway for the final time. Will work to the cushion over in turns 3 and 4. And for the 12th time this season, he is going to victory lane. Seavey wins at the Berg. as he is going to crawl up and ahead of his race car. Race fans, let him hear it. Your winner, Logan Seavey. Down into Sinorama Victory Lane. He'll drop the Sutter chop. And he's going to get a word in with Christie.
First, he's going to get a look at that right rear. Logan Seavey lost that wheel cover with roughly 10 laps to go, and Logan clearly picked up a crazy vibration. How were you able to hold on to this thing?
I don't really know. Couldn't see there after those first few laps. I caught the traffic, and I hit it really hard and felt it shaking. I knew I was in trouble. You lose a lot of grip at trying to get taken off on a restart. Once you get up to speed, it doesn't seem to affect it as much. And actually there, after a lap or two, I filled the whole wheel full of mud, and it kind of calmed it down a little bit there. So wasn't vibrating as bad those last 3 or 4. So overall, what a day to come from 11th. Just shows how good this car is.
Knowing that you had this issue going on in the right rear and those late race restarts that seemed to just keep coming, how nervous was that making you?
A lot. Luckily there was a little bit of grip on exits where you can cross over a slider. So it was really hard to make them stick. You had to pick up the cushion really hard. And luckily when I said CJ back there, I picked it up really good. So I just love this place. I have so much confidence. I don't want to say I wasn't worried about starting 11th, but I know I can win from back there, and my car can do it too. So Ronnie and Kirk do a great job. Really cool to get Honest Dave and Rockwell Security, MPV Express, High Performance Lubricants, everybody that works on this thing and gets us to the racetrack. It's really cool to get them back here.
12 wins on the season, came from 11th tonight, came out of the Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts semi-feature event. That's the hardest he's had to work for one of these in quite some time. Logan Seavey, it was not without challenge, as that right rear is completely full of mud. So Logan Seavey going to pick up his 12th win of the season with the AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Car Series. His second during this NOS Energy Drink Indiana Sprint Week presented by Honest Abe Roofing.